Well, since I don't know how to switch my camera around while I'm using it, I just wanted to dedicate this video, this garden tour. It's August 15th, 2024, to my cousin Carole, who passed away in July, the end of July, and she was only 61, but all her life she had a problem with her heart. So as she said, age is just a number. So live your best life. Start it every day doing the things you want to do. Sometimes that's work, sometimes that's several jobs. I know I've done 2 jobs at a time, what feels like most of my life. I'm 74 now, been retired for 12 years. I have a squirrel fastly approaching me, cautiously. That's scary, the way he's coming at me. Like, get away. Anyway, should I start this again? I guess not, but that squirrel was gonna come right to my lap. I guess somebody's used to feeding it, not me. Anyway, Carole, of all things, a squirrel would interrupt me, of course. All right, well, I will miss my cousin so much. We did Ancestry together, and we were working towards getting her into senior living. And, well, I have lots of memories of her from these mostly the last 3 months. We were together almost every day, at least talking every day. For sure in the last month, together every day. And now she's with her mom and dad and my father. And you will be greatly missed, Carole. All right, on with the garden tour. So let's swing it around since I don't know how to flip the screen. And I guess I'll take my coffee with me. And so we will start out with some spearmint that's going to seed here, and over to a flower bed that really, since I was with my cousin so much, needs to be weeded so bad. This isn't a David Austin rose, and you see this moonflower, whatever you want to call it, is just terrible. I don't care how much of it I pull out, it seems like it multiplies. This is my David Austin rose. One of my to-dos for today is to get some rose food. Sage, been here for a couple of years. Eggplant, only got one so far and haven't even cooked it yet. The green pepper plant looks better than ever, along with the sweet pepper. Finally this year I have pecans. When this tree first started, I got 1 pecan off of this tree. And then after that, the cicadas came, and you can see where I cut it back there. Oh, now we have these stupid red lantern bugs. They're horrible. And I do have some pecans on here. I don't know where they went. I know I cut 1 branch off, and oh look, there's another one of these stupid bugs. And they will suck the life right out of this tree. And I have my fly swatter that I keep on my porch, and I will come back and try to knock those off. But I don't see, I know I had pecans on this tree. The 1 branch I cut had 1 on it, but there was like, I don't know, 5 or 6. And they blend in so easily. I could be looking right at it and missing it. All right, well, interesting that I can't even see one, but let's continue. More weeding needs to be done over here. This is my aunt's rose bush that I need to come in and trim that up. Looks like I have another rose coming on it. I never got any pears out of my pear tree, and it's totally overwhelmed by this other tree that's not in my yard. I don't even know whose yard it's in, to tell you the truth. But probably my biggest success this year was moving from this area right here, my olive tree, up against this wall. And there it is. And it's grown like it's maybe a foot high, and it was down practically to the dirt. So that's really great that all I put around it was pine needles for the winter. Pulled the pine needles back away, and we had some cold temperatures, not a lot, but when they were cold, they were like really cold. And it even kept its leaves on through this past winter in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7B. So anyway, it's staying by this wall here. Basil, comfrey, first time with horseradish. I don't know when. I have to look to see when you harvest that. My tomatoes just went all over the place, right over, knocked the thing over, and grew into this other flower bed, raised vegetable bed. So had lots of tiny tomatoes, but I was never out here because I was with my cousin. I didn't really get to pick them. Looks like I have another cucumber still to pick. I did pick those earlier in the season and put them in a brine, and they were the best, crunchiest pickles ever. I don't know what this thing is here. Probably a weed. This is really where my asparagus grows the most, and it does grow over here. So I have to do something with this mess. I'm not sure what. I'm gonna go put my coffee down because it's just annoying. Looks like I lost a cucumber. All right, so my rosemary's doing great. My tomatoes, I guess I can keep harvesting them. It rained so much, it had split a bunch, but now they're okay. Need to pick my figs. They're all over the place. An apple dropped to the ground, the ants took it. Here's still, I see 3 up in the tree. I think I got over a dozen apples this year. There's another one, 4. So, see another one, 5. There's another one up there, 6. It's so tall. I don't know how I can harvest them, but I got a bunch. Strawberries were good, but I need to weed in here. This banana tree doesn't get any bananas on it because it doesn't last long enough for the bananas to grow. My echinacea, well, you saw how that, I think it was a yellow goldfinch, loved getting the nectar out of the echinacea. This strawberry is really good. It's long, called a mignonette, I think, mignonette. It's almost like cotton candy. This tree is my mulberry. That's getting trimmed today. That's where a tomato plant was. Brussels sprouts are coming in. Fennel needs to be picked. Oh, look, there's whatever that is all over here. What is that? At first I thought it was a ladybug. I don't know what it is. Oh my God, but it's torn my Brussels sprouts apart. They're infested with whatever that is. And then it's killed my Brussels sprouts. And they were doing so darn good. All right, this is a David Austin rose. It's the climbing test of the Dubervilles. It's a red climbing rose. This is a white David Austin rose climber. Supposed to be very fragrant. Neither one of them had that much of a fragrance to them. This is a white, and there's, oh, one left. It's a white Concord seedless grape, and it is absolutely the sweetest thing I've ever tasted. Really, really good. So that's all in my atrium, as are those stupid, oh boy, if there are a lot this year, we're gonna have a crazy amount next year. Gosh. I will get my fly swatter. This is my cherry tree. I didn't get any cherries, but it did blossom. Another rose. This is a pink. It's a climbing pink rose bush. My hydrangea. And I need to do something within here and over here. That'll be in the next couple days. This was all artichokes. I think I ate about a dozen, and then all of these went to seed. I'm thinking I can replant those somewhere. I don't know. This is a butternut squash over here. We'll see what that does. I'm really liking this atrium that I built and put together. I think it was $150 or something. Wasn't too bad. So that's about it. I want to do more roses. I have these knockout roses and the hydrangeas. It's early morning. These keep getting a few rogue red ones on here. And yeah, lots of weeding to happen. Weeds are just everywhere. I'm so far behind. This is an orange. It's supposed to be a dwarf miniature rose bush. And my peonies were right here. So anyway, that's it for August 15th, 2024. Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7B 8A. The next project is my mulberry tree that will get trimmed. I'm just going to keep the core of it. I was even thinking of trying to make that into a, oh, what do you call that when you trim up those little plants and you have maybe a grape come off of the whole thing. I knew I would forget one thing in here, and that's the word of what I want to do with this tree. But I want to trim it up, and that's what I'm going to do today, because all that's coming off. All right, it's the end of the summer, and everything is very green and lush, and the birds are loving it. Miss you, Carole.